But the key is you get angry and get pissed off, that's one thing. But if you get angry and pissed off and you can channel that into a positive, something positive, then it fueled me.
Yep.
And that's what drove me. So no matter how bad it hurt, no matter how much pain, all these things I went through, I just took that anger and channeled it, made it positive. And of course, I was 30 days out from Olympia. I was heavier, leaner, and better than I'd ever been at any previous show. And I was like feeling really good.
Yeah.
You know, because the previous time I, 2011 Arnold, I was all-time best. I was looking just like that, but 4 or 5 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
And everything was just, it's one of those times and everything was just.
You know when it's flow. You know when you got the flow.
Yeah, it's rolling, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and of course, by this time, the forums and the social media and everything are, basically singing my demise. All the self-proclaimed experts and gurus are like, "Oh, he's done. No one ever can come back from this, and he's done, and blah blah blah." So I sit there and I listened and read this shit and listened to it for.
Bet that put a little fuel on the fire.
For 2 days, and I went from being depressed to being angry. And I remember thinking, I'm like, who the fuck are these people to tell me I'm done?
Yeah.
One man has the right to tell another man he can't do something.
No, man.
Right?
No.
And, I sat there and on I think a Tuesday night, I laid there in my recliner because that's where I slept for the first month. I remember thinking, man, I ain't done. Who the fuck is going to tell me I'm done? I go, I'll be the one. No one or nothing's going to define me.
Hell no.
I'm like, when I'm ready to retire, when I'm done, I'll be the one who decides. No event, no person, no company is going to tell me when I'm done.
Yeah.
And Wednesday, I'm sitting there and I'm still thinking about this, just getting more and more worked up about it. I told Trish, I said, hey, I'm going to do the Arnold Classic. She goes, in 6 months? I go, yeah, in 6 months. She goes, we better start eating. So
she's always there to bring you up.
So I remember she went to the kitchen. She cooked me a big plate of chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice, baby.
Handed me a fork. She goes, eat.
Time to eat.
And I ate.
Which, for those of you at home, 6 months recovery time for a tear off the bone usually doesn't happen.
He was telling me, the doctor was like, it'll be a year before you can probably train the way you want to.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about winning.
It's serious.
I'm talking about training Arnold Classic in 6 months, right? And I can't even walk, right? I got to learn how to walk first before I can even think about squatting or leg press or anything else. And,
start bending your knee again. You can't even bend your knee.
So the next Monday, 1 week post-op, I showed up at Metroflex. And I remember Johnny, he goes, man, what the hell are you doing? I go, I'm training for the Arnold Classic. And he just looked at me and goes, fuck it, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so.
True camaraderie right there.
So I remember I trained that day and I had a good workout, man. We trained chest.
Yeah.
And I just had my quad reattached. I'm in a cast and crutches. I remember we're doing chest and I inclined 405 for like 10 reps and did 108-pound dumbbells. I mean, I'm going train like a madman.
Yeah.
And I just refused to stop. Yeah. And, it took 6 weeks before I get, it's 6 weeks of tendon. It takes about 6 weeks for a tendon to reattach itself to the bone.
Right.
Then the next thing is you got to get full range of motion.
Right.
And then you got to learn to do basic stuff like walk again. And so I was way behind the 8 ball on this thing.
Yeah.
And I went to Brian and I said, hey, man, I need your help. My first day when I called it a real workout, not a rehab workout, I had one plate on one side of the leg press, 45 pounds. Yeah. I could barely do 10 reps. Yeah. My leg was just in there shaking and wobbling. And of course, I don't know, anybody that's ever 20 anything knows how much it atrophies and everything. And
a ton.
So I remember I could barely do 10 reps and I was so angry. I'm like, this ain't gonna beat me. But the key is you get angry and get pissed off, that's one thing. But if you get angry and pissed off and you can channel that into a positive, something positive, then it fueled me. Yep. And that's what drove me. So no matter how bad it hurt, no matter how much pain, all these things I went through, I just took that anger and channeled it, made it positive. And